how to use the wave principle on higher time frames and lower time frames. Well, first of all, you go to the highest time frame possible, look for the pattern that you recognize. Now, with the data that is presented to you, you want to be able to identify whether the data is complete or not, so that you can count correctly. So in my case, I'm seeing a triangle here, and I label that as 4. That is wave 4 instead of wave B. Why is that the case? Because I can see that the data is incomplete. I mean, most of the time, if the data is, sometimes not complete within trading view, what you will see is that bloody dinosaur somewhere around here. So there's no dinosaur, which means it's getting erased over time. Even if there was a dinosaur there, it would mean that by the time the stock was listed within the stock exchange, already they were generating profits somewhere, higher within the leg of progress. That is when you're looking at the Elliott Wave cycle. So I identified this move right here as wave 4. Why? Because again, the stock market is progressing. So I wouldn't rather consider a corrective pattern to the upside. I would rather consider a progressive pattern, which is an impulse and its motive. So I did my I did my wave count here, which is A, B, C, D, E, and well suited for a triangle, as you can see, a close look right there. So that's where it's ended at 852, 180. So I went to apply further, things like the post-triangle thrust measurements in order to predict where my wave 5 could possibly end. So around this level right here, that is around 97,000 cents, wave 5 will probably be equal to, a certain reverse Fibonacci level as applied. As you can see, wave 1 is missing according to this data. So we use the reverse Fibonacci application. So targeting the 1.618. So we use the reverse Fibonacci or wave 4 from the origin, which is the end of wave 3, to the termination point, which is wave E at its end. And then we also extended these two lines, which is the AC line and the BD line. So possibly right here at this point where this BD as well as this AC line cross is where wave 5 is likely to end, and then that is reach the target. And then here, right here, we measured, the greatest point, that is the width possible within this triangle, and that is what we call our post-triangle thrust. So given that, this stock is, pushing higher for the final time, which is wave 5, on a longer time frame, you might even see an extension beyond that 1.618, because again, extensions are normally a sign of fear of a recession. So this was basically the internal wave count. Hence, in one of the videos, I said I'm considering a wave extension to the upside. So that's easy as that.